Solána Imani Rowe, known professionally as SZA, was born on November 8, 1989, in St. Louis, Missouri, and raised in Maplewood, New Jersey. Her mother, Audrey, worked as an executive at AT&T, while her father, Abdul, was a CNN video producer. With roots in the southern United States, her family was religiously diverse, Audrey being Christian and Abdul Muslim, creating a home where both faiths were practiced and respected. SZA, who had a close bond with her maternal grandmother Norma and was affectionately called Chickabee as a child, has a half-sister named Panya and a brother, Daniel, who performs as the rapper Manhattan. Raised in a household that embraced both Christianity and Islam, SZA attended both Sunday school and Islamic school. She wore a hijab during her early school years but stopped after the 9/11 attacks due to fear of bullying. Despite moving away from visibly religious practices, she expressed a deep respect for Islam, its principles, and her father's faith, although she felt conflicted about publicly expressing it while maintaining her artistic image. SZA attended Columbia High School, where she was active in cheerleading, gymnastics, and dance. After graduating in 2008, she explored various academic paths and eventually studied marine biology at Delaware State University, although she left during her final semester to pursue music. During this period, she supported herself through odd jobs, including bartending and even dancing in strip clubs. She also began experimenting musically and adopted the stage name SZA, inspired by the Nation of Islam's supreme alphabet and hip-hop figures RZA and GZA. In her name, S stands for either Savior or Sovereign, while ZA represents Zigzag and Allah. Her career began gaining traction around 2011 when she met members of Top Dog Entertainment, TDE, including Kendrick Lamar, at a music event. Sharing early demos with TDE's president, Terrence Punch Henderson, helped her land a place on the label. Her self-released EP C.SZA, Run, 2012, and S, 2013, received critical praise, eventually leading to her becoming TDE's first female signee. That same year, she toured with the band Little Dragon and released the track Teen Spirit, which later got a remix featuring 50 Cent. In 2014, she released her third EP, Z, which marked her chart debut both in the US and UK. The project featured collaborations with artists like Kendrick Lamar and was promoted through performances at South by Southwest. Z garnered a cult following online, especially on platforms like Tumblr, and increased her visibility. That year, she also opened for Jhené Aiko and Coldplay on tour and released the single Sobriety. As she collaborated with producers like Thank God for Cody and Carter Lang, plans evolved for a full album instead of an EP. This project, initially called A, eventually became her debut album, Control. Despite numerous delays due to creative perfectionism and label disputes, Control was finally released in June 2017 after SZA signed with RCA Records. The album received widespread critical acclaim and featured hits like Love Galore and The Weeknd. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and remained on the chart for years, becoming one of the longest charting R&B albums by a woman. Although nominated for 5 Grammys in 2018, she didn't win any. Nevertheless, her profile continued to grow through collaborations with artists like Maroon 5 and Kendrick Lamar, especially with the hit All the Stars from the Black Panther soundtrack, which earned several award nominations. SZA maintained momentum through high-profile collaborations and singles, including Kiss Me More with Doja Cat, which broke records for female duets on the Hot 100. She later released singles like Hit Different, Good Days, and I Hate You, with Good Days becoming her first solo top 10 hit. In 2022, she celebrated the 5-year anniversary of Control with a deluxe edition before releasing her second studio album, SOS, in December. SOS showcased SZA's versatility across R&B, rock, rap, and pop, featuring hits like Kill Bill, her first #1 single. The album held the top spot on the Billboard 200 for 7 weeks and was the longest-running female album at #1 in the 2020s. She supported the album with the SOS Tour, performing globally. In 2023, she also collaborated with artists like Lizzo and Drake, modeled for Kim Kardashian's Schemes brand, and solidified her place as a major force in contemporary music. SZA's artistry is shaped by an eclectic blend of influences spanning across genres and generations. Raised in a musically rich environment, she was introduced to jazz, funk, R&B, gospel, and hip-hop by her family. Her father admired Miles Davis and John Coltrane, while her mother leaned into R&B and church music. Her sister brought Tupac and melodic rap into the mix. These early exposures helped shape SZA's unique sound, which defies easy categorization. Among her biggest inspirations are legendary vocalists like Ella Fitzgerald, whose jazz stylings influenced SZA's vocal delivery, and Lauryn Hill, whose soulful honesty and genre-blending artistry deeply resonated with her. She's also long admired Ashanti, calling her a childhood favorite. SZA's taste stretches beyond R&B. She's a fan of Bjork, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Macy Gray, and Jamiroquai. She's referred to herself as alternative, pushing back against the label of R&B, which she views as a racially restrictive category imposed on black artists. Her music is known for fusing R&B with hip-hop, rock, and pop elements. Tracks like Drew Barrymore and 30 for 30 show this genre-blurring approach. Critics have described her voice as ethereal, jazz-inflected, and emotionally raw. She embraces her slight speech impediment as part of her unique style, something her fans affectionately refer to as singing in cursive. SZA is also a highly introspective and emotionally transparent songwriter. Drawing inspiration from poetry and personal struggles, she often uses songwriting as a form of self-therapy. Many of her lyrics are improvised, allowing for stream-of-consciousness vulnerability. Songs like Joni draw from the perspective of others, offering her a way to say what she finds difficult to express about herself. Romantically, SZA was once linked to rapper Drake, whom she dated briefly in the late 2000s. Their past relationship gained attention when Drake mentioned it in a lyric, which SZA later confirmed. As of 2024, she is reportedly in a relationship with producer and frequent collaborator Carter Lang, who has worked on several of her major projects. Their partnership is said to be creatively fulfilling and supportive. SZA's impact extends beyond music. She's a fashion icon, social activist, and source of empowerment, particularly for black women who identify with her raw honesty. Her albums Control and SOS are considered modern classics, reshaping the landscape of alternative and contemporary R&B. In conclusion, SZA has an estimated net worth of $12 million. She accumulated this sum of money from her career and business ventures. With that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.